All right. So DHS, I don't know who's running their social media. I don't know who is in charge of their social media, but Nintendo alerted after Department of Homeland Security uses Pokemon to promote their ice raids. Now, I don't think I'll be able to play the video because of copyright music and also for the fact that Japan is very strict when it comes down to animation being played. But that doesn't prevent me from pulling up an article from the Daily Beast. I know, but it is a real thing. So, video caption, gotta catch 'em all, splice raid footage with Pokemon imagery, sparking calls for Nintendo to step in. So, the Department of Homeland Security has sparked a Pokemon backlash after using a kids' game to promote ice deportation raids. We are an age of full on idiocracy. How did this happen? So, the Department of Homeland Security team posted on X on Monday a dramatic immigration raids, including one that was bungled yet still posted online by the Department of Homeland Security Chrissy Nome, spliced with anime imagery from the popular Japanese cartoon and collectible games, which is part owned by Nintendo. So, to set the official Pokemon theme tune, it is a clear imitation of the show's opening sequence. Department of Homeland Security shared 5 mock-up Pokemon cards featuring some of the men Department of Homeland Security has arrested and deported, which it describes as the worst of the worst, and with their alleged crimes including hurting young children, homicide, and much worse. So you have criminal predators, you have people who have committed murder. So they're all being deported. Now, I cannot play the videos. Obviously, I cannot because of copyright. But again, it is. You got to wonder who gave that executive decision. Now, if Nintendo's going to take action against the Department of Homeland Security, I am very curious to see the legal paperwork and loopholes that Nintendo is going to do. DHS versus Nintendo. Was that on your bingo card for 2025? No, it wasn't on mine either, but here we are. Continuing on, though, and much love to the audience. In fact, how do you feel about Department of Homeland Security going toe-to-toe with ICE? It is not known if the Department of Homeland Security got permission from the companies to use Pokemon intellectual property in its latest campaign. Multiple social media accounts tagged Nintendo to ask whether the company was aware of the stunt. One ex-user wrote, yo, you guys cool with them using your intellectual property for this? Another wrote, please tell me my tax dollars aren't going to graphic designers to make Pokemon-themed ICE propaganda. The Pokemon franchise is controlled by the Pokemon Company, a joint venture set up in 1998 by Nintendo, Game Freak, and Creatures Incorporated. Nintendo is a major co-owner and platform holder. Daily Beast has contacted Nintendo, the Pokemon Company, and Department of Homeland Security for comment, which I'm willing to bet nobody wants to comment on this because, you know, it's not the first time ICE would get somebody and arrest somebody that didn't commit any crimes whatsoever. So Aaron Raiklin Millick, a senior fellow at the American Immigration Council, pointed out that one of the clips was from a raid over which Nome has found herself in legal hot water. He wrote on X, the door DHS shows being blown in a few seconds into this video was at a home where multiple U.S. citizens lived. They were never shown a warrant and were handcuffed and led out the shattered door into the light of the fleet of cameras Chrissy Nome brought to the raid for PR. Ramping up ICE ads comes across after the Daily Beast reported in August that Trump's team was preparing to drop between 20 million to 50 million on a fresh DHS run media fence to shore up Nome, nicknamed Ice Barbie, after weeks of mockery and damaging headlines, most notably the South Park episode. The Buy Extended, Stronger Border, Stronger America push through March was slated to be handled by People Who Think, LLC, a GOP-linked shop tied to Corey Landowski, who serves as Nome's influential outside advisor and is rumored to be her lover. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, but that's alleged. Alleged, according to the article. It would not be the first time that DHS and the wider Trump administration have been in trouble using unlicensed IP for its own ends. In July, British actress Zoe Lister, the voice of Jet's 2 viral "Nothing Beats a Jet 2 Holiday" ad, slammed the White House for lifting her audio to score a deportation meme, calling it a nasty agenda, while singer Jessica Glein, whose track "Hold My Hand" is part of the trend, said the post made her sick. So there you go, guys. It's a Pokemon showdown. And what I want everyone to understand is for everyone that is promoting this and cheering it on, Nintendo has yet to react. But as somebody who's kind of in the YouTube business, does stuff on social media, you don't be posting up anything from Japan on YouTube because that's how you get your platform flagged. That's how you get things hit. That's how things fail miserably. So whether or not Nintendo's going to be sending a cease and desist is up in the air. But the memes write themselves, folks. The memes literally write themselves. I feel a little sick to my stomach right now because you have people, in positions of power, making light of very serious crimes. I get the need to do the one-ups showmanship on social media. But for everyone that is watching this, everyone that's hearing this, please understand, we're dealing with a administration that has made its promise to follow through with immigration, right? But look how they're treating people. Now, again, some of these bad guys that they're turning into Pokemon cards makes it a little bit deplorable, though, because I don't need any kind of humor or dark humor surrounding these individuals that have committed real crimes. And at the same time, too, we've seen law enforcement and ICE fail and make huge mistakes in arresting U.S. citizens or non-violent immigrants. This is madness. And I, for one, have to wonder, okay, if this is the amount in which, number one, ICE is going to be using this, I mean, what else are they willing to do? And how much are they going to make light of a situation? Which reminds me, too, we ever going to get those Epstein files released? No, probably not.